have you thought about Kristaps so far?
Well, he's 19 years old, and that's what I've thought about him so far. He makes really interesting to watch, and the growth is going to be interesting to see. Looks like he can hold his own a little bit out there. I think he's going to find the comfort zone. So,
How did you think free agency went for you guys?
well, we made a defensive attempt going out in free agency to really kind of solidify our team and get ourselves a basis in which we could work from. And I think everything went according to how we thought it would go. There's some long shots out there that we took, but the reality was, we wanted what we got. We got it.
What do you think it's going to amount to? All the pieces you put together.
I have no idea. It really is a matter of these guys wanting to come together and work together, and that's the way it is in basketball. What we thought when we went out is to find character guys, guys that wanted to play together, guys that have that kind of characteristic that goes along with their game, and I think we got some guys that will do that.
Was it surprising at all that Greg Monroe didn't say yes to you guys?
No, Greg went to the right spot. That's the right place for him. And, we understand that entirely. In fact, we discussed it even with our meeting, about, our hopes and, how it was going to go and what we were looking for. He was the first stop on the way, but, it wasn't that, they had set it up that way. We had talked to him the longest. It was according to plan.
What do you mean it's a good spot, a better spot for you? What does that mean?
Young, active team. He's a young guy, growth pattern. They have a little more speed than we have, and Greg's, that'll assist Greg in his game and how he plays, and they need a guy that's more of a post-up. It'll work out better that way.
Is Carmelo's importance as big as it's ever been with trying to make the playoffs, coming back from an injury, making this all work with young players and a lot of the new players you got in free agency?
No, I don't know if that's how I would even state that. Obviously, with him in mind, a lot of how we directed what we did is, the way it plays out. In anticipation with a guy like Derek Williams that he can play with at the forward spot or the wing spot, guys that can swing back between 3 and 4, have the speed to cover, do that kind of thing. I think his scoring is still going to be very important for us, but we really said that we want to play defense, and this is what we're attempting to do with our free agency, and this is going to make a difference as our teams win by defensively taking a stance.
Have you spoken to Carmelo or explained them?
No, I have not.
What about Robin, and how much pressure does he face now? He's sort of the marquee signing that you made.
Well, centers go for more money than anybody else. It's just the way it is. Definitely, that's where the money ends up going again in free agency. But, Aaron's really the, kind of leadership guy, a guy that's a veteran guy that we brought in. I think that, the other two guys are young. They are potentially moving forward, and Quinn and, obviously Williams.
Do you think there are any other needs you need to address here in the next couple of months?
Well, we'd like to have a backup center. Cole opted to go to Los Angeles Clippers, and we understand that. That was, a choice, but we did extend an offer to him. So we'll probably look to have another big guy that's, backup center type role.
What do you say to the critics who say Phil didn't get like that star player that maybe Carmelo needed alongside him? I mean, how do you defend that, not doing it, or you try to?
I don't look at basketball that way. I mean, that's what we've done over the years in New York. That's not what I'm doing. We're going after solid players, they'll step into vacuums and play ball. And if we have a system that we play basketball together with, that'll all work itself out.
I understand you haven't spoken to him, but do you ever worry about Carmelo's patience level when you talk about the fact that, you don't know if you're a playoff team at this point? I mean, obviously he wants to get there, I would think.
Well, we're a team sport. And, when we're putting a team together, that's our first priority. How are we going to make it a team that works together? And that's the important aspect of it. How, this all comes together is still a mystery for us, and we've got 5 months to, kind of get into it here. July, August, September, October, November, we start playing basketball. Hopefully we'll be able to step on the court and play a little bit. But, obviously Carmelo's a guy that's, a premier player, and we understand that. But this team game, it has to fit together.
From afar, Phil, what'd you think of the Lakers? Yeah. Been standing here the whole time. What'd you think of what they tried? Obviously, the LaMarcus meeting didn't go well, and Monroe obviously did not choose them either. Did they recover enough with Hibbert and Lou Williams?
I like their young players that they have. I know they're trying to, get some veterans. Hibbert's going to do a job for them that's required. He's a big guy that'll, cover the middle. Lou's been a fourth quarter scorer. Something that they may not need if Kobe Bryant's, playing the way he's played over his career. But I just soon not comment on another team at this time. But I already did, so I'll just leave it at that.
All right, guys, we got to go.
Do
Thank
we?
you. Yep.
One more question.
Last
You
question.
said what?
Make the Knicks a destination for premier free agents.
Say again the first part.
What needs to happen to make the Knicks a destination?
Win. We need to win. Be a competitive team. I think we showed agents and players around the league, a serious nature of what we're trying to get accomplished. People that know basketball will recognize that, and we'll have people that want to come here.
Can you make a jump like Milwaukee made?
Yes, we can. But, how far can we jump? I don't know if we can win 30 more games. That'd be an awful massive jump for any team. So we'll just go with what we have and not anticipate anything else.